Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends and... do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Utah's offense comes onto the field first today. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of the defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
From the gun, give on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the ground, it's Weeks. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Inside the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it will be hard to stop.
He'll do it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wyoming's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those.
Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll pull it on the read. Running to Green. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Cowboys look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really, really quickly because you know you're going to get some pressure from that defense.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
It's on target and complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They go to the ground. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. While will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Isaac. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll try to get outside. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Utes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A design run for the quarterback. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Under fire. Makes the grab. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Never a doubt. And with those 3 points, we'll finish off the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Looking deep down the right side. Makes a catch at the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here today.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
A run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Utes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. The quick out. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically and into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Lions. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Isaac. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab in the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Hauls it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Isaac. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And the Utes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, and it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Cowboys come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Quickly to the tight end. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. It's knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Handoff to the single back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Still on his feet. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They run the reverse. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback. This one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. The give on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 17 over Boise State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one, Tep? Turning it on! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. At the 35, he's got more. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Isaac. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Looking for a crease. It's Parker. Fights off the defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He caught it! And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goal.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And he's knocked down.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
He will not. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions, we'll start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready?
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Ready?
2nd down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Kane. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Calls his own number. Breaks into the open. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Utes line up to punt it away. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Utes decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Pulls it, fired complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Bean. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness.